In this video we're going to have a little look at drawing inequality regions. So a couple of key points to start off with. If you have an equation where it is just greater than or less than, for those we will use a dotted line, but for greater than or less than but also equal to, we will use a solid line because it's and equal to as well, and we'll use a filled in solid line there. Okay, so looking at the question, we have our first one is where x is greater than or equal to 3. Now we know it's going to be a solid line, and we're going to need to draw that line where x is equal to 3. So if we go to 3 on the x-axis, and then this line is going to go up and down because any point on that line, the x-coordinate will be 3. If we look at y is greater than or equal to 1, we need to draw the line of y is equal to 1, and again it's going to be a solid line because it can also be equal to. So if I go to where y equals 1 on the y-axis, and then it's going to be a horizontal line this time because now any point on that line, the the y-coordinate will be 1. The final line I need to draw is a little bit more tricky. We have to draw the line where x plus y equals 5. So I would recommend, so we've got x plus y equals 5. I would think about doing a table of values for this. So if I think about my x values, the x values I've got here on this graph are x equals 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and I've just got them from this x-axis here. I've got x is 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. So if x plus y has got to be 5, when x is 1 I have to plus 4 to get me to 5, and when x is 2 I need to plus 3. When x is 3 I need to plus 2. When x is 4 I have to add 1, and when x is 5 I add nothing. So they are coordinates on this straight line. So I have the coordinates when x is 1, y is 4, when x is 2, y is 3, when x is 3, y is 2, when x is 4, y is 1, and when x is 5, y is 0. Now I'm going to plot those, and again it is going to be a solid line because it is also equal to. So if I plot these on my graph here, and then I'm going to join them up with a straight line. Okay, now the thing that I need to decide is which part of this I'm going to be shading, because I have to shade the region that satisfies all the inequalities. So here I need to be looking at what exactly did they mean. So for the first one, it was where x is greater than or equal to 3. So the numbers that are bigger than 3 are going to be this side of it, so we've got 4 and 5. And then we needed the values that were greater than or equal to 1. So, and that's on the y-axis. So the values that are bigger than or equal to 1 on the y-axis are in this direction. And then finally, with the straight line of x plus y is less than or equal to 5, the best way of deciding which way to shade for these types of questions is by picking a point and seeing if it's true or not. So if I pick a point either side of my diagonal line, I'm going to choose this one here where I have the coordinate x is 1 and y is 2. So when x is 1 and y is 2, is this statement true? 1 plus 2, which is 3, is less than or equal to 5. That is true because 3 is less. So because it's true, I will shade that side of the line. Had that statement have been false, I would have then shaded the opposite side to where my point was. But now I know if I shade the correct side of each of those lines, the part of this graph that's going to fit all those three inequalities is that little triangle that's created in the middle there. So that is the shaded region that satisfies all three inequalities.